Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Sly here with Flo. And Flo, I talked about it earlier. Now I have Hugh here. What do you think about the whole fiasco between Fred Warner and Brandon Aiyuk? 2 rounds. It looks like it was pretty even both rounds, but what do you think about it, man?
I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but I love this, man. Mm-hmm. I love the competition. I love the dog in both these guys. They're not going to back down, man. I like these type of players. I understand that you have an image to uphold and everything, but it's not like this transferred over to the locker room. This was, for what I know, was strictly on the field. These guys really going at it. The only thing that has a little bit of concern is all the way from the first training camp that we were at. I saw this. I forgot to mention in the story, but I remember after the play, Fred Warner was still trying to strip Brandon Aiyuk. And at first I thought it was kind of just like a friendly thing, but it seems like it's kind of escalated each and every single week. But there's an old expression, iron sharpens iron, and I think that might be this case. Like I said, as long as it doesn't transition into the locker room and they actually really go to blows, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, man. At training camp, we were seeing different spots, and after we saw each other, we started talking, and you told me that you were like, "Oh, did you see the scuffle between Brandon Aiyuk and Fred Warner?" And I was like, "Okay, we got to talk about that in the video." And you forgot to talk about it in the video, but you noticed that, and so it was evident. I think on Saturday when Fred Warner was saying that, you know what, he's trying to get under Brandon Aiyuk's skin to make him just get better, try to put that dog in him. And I think honestly it's working, man. I liked it. I liked the fact that he was out there chirping at him, and it's worked because Brandon Aiyuk the past 3 days, man, he's been our best player on offense. So it's working, man, because me and you both think that Brandon Aiyuk is going to have a huge season, 1,000-yard receiver, and is bringing out the dog in him, man. He was ready up. He was ready to square up with Fred Warner. They both put their hands up. I'm glad because they didn't throw any punches, because it's not a good idea with both helmets on to throw punches, but both guys were ready. And the only thing is, though, Fred Warner, I think after the play ends, you have to, I guess they said he got a little shot in on the receiver, and that's when Brandon Aiyuk came to his defense, and that's when everybody started dogpiling on each other. So we got to just make sure that we got to keep it after when the whistle goes, the play's got to end. But I like the chirpiness. I like the edge that both these guys are bringing. I like that Fred Warner's bringing out the best in Brandon Aiyuk, and it's gonna, like you said, iron sharpens iron. And I think that these guys are both going to have a huge season. And I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, and I agree about the after the whistle kind of stuff, because the worst thing you do is cheap shot your teammate and they get hurt and they're out for the season. We've already had a few injuries this offseason. We don't need any more of that stuff. But yeah, the iron sharpens iron. And obviously Brandon Aiyuk's that talent. He's that physical talent. But this game is also mental. That mental toughness is a huge thing. I think about it, man. That freaking Niner team with Crabtree and stuff, had he been a little mentally tougher and not let Sherman get under his skin, we might have been in that Super Bowl. Obviously, we were right there, but still, sometimes it's just that little mental edge is that pushes you over the top. So I love this, man, personally.
Yeah, man, I was hearing Grant's podcast today, and he was saying that Fred Warner should have been kicked out of practice and all this and that. Nah, man, I'm sorry. Honestly, man, I believe that Jimmy Johnson said it best, man. All players are not created equally, man. He said if Troy Aikman F's up or Michael Irvin F's up, they ain't gonna get cut. They ain't gonna get cut, because these guys are studs. If you're a guy, a 7th round undrafted draft pick, and you do this stuff, okay, hell yeah, something's gonna happen to you, But the Fred Warner, he's a leader, and nothing ain't gonna happen to him. It's just different, man. It's different when you're a tie end guy. Things you're going to kind of get away with. And honestly, I think that's how it should be. I know it might sound like a dick move, but that's just how it works, man. That's how it works. That's what Jimmy Johnson said. 100% agree with them, man. Fred Warner, he's earned his keeps to be able to talk trash and do what he's got to do to get under people's skin, man. He's earned that. He's a Pro Bowler, and it's working, though. He's doing this for a reason. He's doing this for a reason to get the offense better, because right now, let's be real, man, the defense has been dominating the offense, and one of the few bright spots has been Brandon Aiyuk, a guy that Fred Warner said he's going after, So maybe Fred Warner, after this fight, takes it down a little bit, just because I think he's done what he had to do, because now he knows Brandon Aiyuk's bringing his A game every time. So maybe just bring it down on him now. Maybe bring it to someone else. Now someone else that needs stepping up to. Who's a guy you think that probably it would be a good idea to get his game up?
To challenge them?
Maybe Juwan Jennings. He's kind of had an all right training camp. He was good at mini camp and OTAs, but really he needs to maybe step it up. Where he's dropped a few balls today. Maybe get him going, because it's working with Brandon Aiyuk, man. So who knows, man?
Yeah, man. And let's be honest, man. this isn't Powerpuff or intramurals, man. This is a contact sport.
Yes.
It's gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
I didn't play football personally. Even though I love the game of football, I played basketball, not as much of a contact sport. And this happens all the time in team sports. Sometimes you're spending all this time with the individual, you're going to come to blows at times. It builds team reports sometimes. As long as, like I said, as long as nobody takes it personally at the end of the day, sometimes it builds that. I'm not going to call Grant Cohn. I don't know his sports background, but maybe he never actually has been in this situation himself. But as a guy who played team sports, it happens all the time. So it's not that big of an issue.
Yeah, man, especially in Santa Clara when it's 90 degrees out there. It's all hot, and you guys are testosterone, man. These guys are the best athletes in the world, man. Testosterone is out there, man. These guys be lifting 7 plates each on each side. These guys are like freak athletes, man. It's gonna happen. So a lot of these people say, nah, man, I can't be doing that. Nah, man, until you're playing like with the big boys out here, it's gonna happen. It always happens, as long as they don't punch each other, like break their, how I told you earlier how Stephen Davis from the Redskins, when he got knocked off because he was talking shit, as long as it's not like that, where the guy gets knocked out cold and he's out for a while, as long as that doesn't happen, I love it, man. I love it. These guys, they're dogs, man, and that's what you need to win the Super Bowl, man. You need dogs out there, and all these guys around there are seeing that. They're seeing that. So like I said, man, I like it. I may be in the minority, you might be in the minority, but I think it was good, man. I think it was good, man, because both these units now know they have to step up their game. You don't think this offensive line right now, after seeing that, they're like, all right, guys, we got to step it up now because these guys are trying to walk all over us. Time to get busy, time to work it, man. So I love it, man. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, man, and I understand keeping the image off the field, but once you're in those lines, once you're in that battle zone, all things go, man. It's all fair. It's that thing, all things fair in love and war, man. Once you're in those lines, you can't go soft, man. It's just as simple as it is. If you go soft, you're going to get your ass knocked out.
Yeah, man. And honestly, man, it's going to be good just because now these guys are prepared. Because let's be real, man. In the next week, we're going to Minnesota. We're going to go to Minnesota and we're going to be seeing Minnesota Vikings. There's going to be some fights going on. And this team right here is going to grow together because they've already seen it. They've already seen it with each other. But, it's going to happen again. So it's going to happen throughout the whole season, man, where guys are going to get under each other's skin. But now our guys know how to react. They know what to do. They know how to be a team, because you saw the offense and the defense come together as one. So it's going to, honestly, I like it, man. Like I said, I like it because these guys are coming together and they're going to be ready for anything that happens this season. And I think this actually grew this team closer together.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised during that scrimmage if there's a scuffle, especially if it's started by Aiyuk and Fred Warner, that one of these two guys are going to be the first guys to back them up.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Exactly, man. Like I said, I think it's going to happen. There's going to be a fight that breaks out next week, so you guys got to be ready for that because it's going to happen. And I think our guys are all going to come together because they know at the end of the day, Kyle Shanahan, he talked to them after what happened, and he said, hey, we can't, we got to stick together. We're a team, no friendly fire. But I like it, man. Like I said, I like it. And it's good because I really did like that Kyle Shanahan, he actually went and addressed, he stopped the practice and he addressed, he's like, hey guys, we're a team. Remember when it happened with 10 years ago when Vernon Davis, he beat the crap out of Paris Harrelson. Vernon Davis, Mike Nolan, he was talking to Vernon and Vernon just walked away like, what kind of coach are you? I don't care. And then that was it, At least Kyle Shanahan, people were criticizing Kyle Shanahan, but at least he got the guys together and said, hey guys, we're a team. And I thought everything was handled perfectly. So I may be wrong, but that's just how I feel.
Yeah, I think Kyle Shanahan did do a good job, but at the end of the day, man, it's going to be the players in that locker room who are going to be regulating each other. And I think pretty much, like you said, everybody's a dog, so they're going to keep each other accountable. They're not going to let things get too out of hand. I think they all just see this as competition at the end of the day because this team is going to be a competitive, hard-nosed team that's not going to be afraid to go up to any other team and challenge them.
Yeah, man. Remember Hard Knocks last year? Remember the Rams and the Cowboys? They were going at it, So maybe that helped grow the Rams, like as a team, as a unit, because, that was a crazy brawl that happened last year. So, hey, man, we did it to ourselves and we're probably going to do it again next week in the Vikings. So it's going to be really interesting.
All right. Well, you guys let us know what you guys think about this Fred Warner, Brandon Aiyuk. If you guys agree or disagree with me or Sly, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.